I think what we'll do now is go underneath, drop the oil out of the sump, and let's change the oil. Just before we do that, let's see how much there's in. That's lovely. That's just, in fact it's slightly over full, that. It's just above the above mark. It should be in that hatched area there between the two. So it's got a sump full of oil. Right, let's go and grovel underneath and get rid of this oil. Right, let's drain the oil out of the sump. As you see, I've got a really fancy thing for draining the oil into. It's an old oil can with the top cut off. You just lift it up. Right, we'll just tighten the sump plug up and then we'll change the oil filter. It's a bit unusual actually being able to undo the oil filters by hand. Occasionally you can. Let's just move that under to catch it. Got it. There we go. Let's get rid of the old oil filter. We'll just let that drain down while we go and prepare the new one. Okay, go, we'll have to get up now. Right, to prepare the new oil filter for fitting, take it out of its box, and what we're going to do is pre-fill it a little bit with oil, so when we first start the engine it's not having to drag the oil through the sump and the oil filter to bring up oil pressure. So just leave it like that, and I'll get some oil ready. Into the jug, and we'll just put a little bit in this filter. Right, it's about half full. It should be enough for what we want. Now before it finally settles, what I'm doing is just putting a smear around the seal. Just there. That's it. I'm going to get all that down the hole so it doesn't dribble on me. Right, that's ready for fitting now. Go downstairs and get it fitted. Right, just get the rag and wipe round the old filter housing first. This is where the smear of oil becomes very apparent. If you don't put it on, what you're in danger of doing is rupturing the seal as you tighten it up. Right, the filter's just contacted the face of the housing and it needs 3/4 of a turn now at least. So we'll go 1/4. Might need 2 hands here. 2. There we are. 3/4 of a turn, and that's on tight. I just wipe round it, and if it is leaking we can tell. Put the oil filter in the box, tidy up underneath, and then we'll go and put some oil in the sump. Right, let's get this sump refilled. Oh, that's on a bit tight. 2 hands to that. Got it. Right, just pour that in. This is where the jug comes in really useful. I mean, you can use a funnel, and you could do it straight from the can, but you always end up with a big mess. And there are about 2 cars that you can't use funnels on. Rovers are one of them, and Volkswagens are the others. Because right under the filler cap There's a plate.